the way. Haven't changed, had much to say, but man, I still think them cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around, how you was, where you could be found. I told them you were living downtown, driving all the old men crazy. The boys are back in town, boys are back in town. I said, boys are back in town.
Fans, welcome to AWA Apex Studio Championship Wrestling. I'm your host, Josh Hawkins. And to tell you the truth, I don't want to waste any time on this one because we've got some action getting ready to heat up right here in the ring. Well, fans, let's get things started. Introducing first, from Huntington, West Virginia, weighing in at 200 pounds, Brian Jones. And his opponent from Inez, Kentucky, weighing in at 307 pounds, the Scufflin' Hillbilly. One fall, 10-minute time limit.
Well, as usual, Jack Hawkins, I can see, what was it Professor Danger used to call them, the O'Killians. They seem to be firmly behind this Scufflin' Hillbilly.
The Scufflin' Hillbilly right there from the start, completely overpowering Brian Jones.
He was using a little bit of applied leverage there to throw the buzzsaw down to the ground.
This guy that calls himself.
He said he didn't have a fulcrum there, Jack.
This guy that calls himself the Buzzsaw, coming from up north here in West Virginia, locking up with the Hillbilly. And once again, completely overpowering him.
When's the last time you looked at a map, Jack Hawkins?
What in the world did you just say?
Once again, the Scufflin' Hillbilly using that applied leverage.
And now we've got a little bit of a face-off now, as Flex seems to enjoy distracting the Scufflin' Hillbilly in our opening contest.
I'm just looking for a little metaphysical lesson here.
And right now, fans, as you can see, the Hillbilly playing a little bit of mind games with the Buzzsaw. And it seems that Buzzsaw Brian Jones just seemed to lacking a little bit of a stature right there.
Brian Jones seems to know a thing about applied leverage himself.
If he's a genius, and I think we all should be afraid on that part, because I believe that my IQ just dropped a little bit.
I believe mine did, just by pure association.
As the Hillbilly stomping down on the hands of the Buzzsaw Brian Jones, as he backs away into the turnbuckle, trying to get some mercy, but the Hillbilly's not going to let off. Shooting him off into the turnbuckle with full force and planting him, absolutely pancaking him with that big splash, swinging him around like a rag doll and dropping the big elbow as he goes for the pin. 1-2.
Well, I tell you what, the Apex officials didn't do this Brian Jones any favor by pairing him up with the Hillbilly first time in.
Brian Jones wanted his chance here at Apex, and he's squaring off against one of the top stars here in Apex.
Absolutely. You know, this Hillbilly, if he would stop being so concerned with what these people out here think about him, he may be the most devastating man in Apex.
The Scufflin' Hillbilly, a huge man, in fact.
Turned him inside out, Jack.
With a huge clothesline right there as he picks him back up. And I don't think the Buzzsaw Brian Jones can even get back up on top of his feet at this point. As he's shot into the turnbuckle once again with full force, the Hillbilly missing the splash. Brian Jones taking the opportunity.
Now we're seeing a little bit from this Brian Jones. You know, I've heard a lot about him. He's had quite a reputation around the state of West Virginia at one point.
As he goes off the ropes and chokes out the Scufflin' Hillbilly onto the second rope, as you can see, using those ropes to his advantage, tearing away on the neck and just choking him out if he hooks a leg. One.
Oh, my goodness.
Nearly laying out the referee on that one as a powerful kick out from the Scuffling Hillbilly as he slowly makes his way back up to his feet. And the Buzzsaw Brian Jones going for the opportunity. And I don't think he has enough power to shoot the Hillbilly off the ropes. But there's the opening. And it looks as if the Buzzsaw Brian Jones was going for his version of the Hillbilly's deliverance. As he's going for the neck and hammering down with his close fist shots.
Boy, when some of these maneuvers, some of these offensive maneuvers Brian Jones is attempting, the size difference really factors in, and you can tell.
Not too many men have enough strength to lock up with the Scuffling Hillbilly, to slam this big man down as he swung him out of the bear hug right there.
What's Hillbilly doing? He's got to take advantage of this situation.
The Hillbilly taking the buzzsaw, shooting him off into the ropes. And there it is, the deliverance. And Brian Jones has been laid out. The Hillbilly rolling him over. This could be it. He's tuning up the banjo, fans. And he drops on the big knee right in the sternum. 1, 2, and 3.
3 or 100, Jack.
The Scuffling Hillbilly fans.
Welcome to Apex, Brian Jones.
Very successful in singles competition. Throwing away the Buzzsaw Brian Jones. And right now, I'm going to have the chance to get an interview with the Hillbillies himself. Fans, I'm standing here beside the Scuffling Hillbilly, and I believe that you guys got some words.
Just a couple. Nothing much, don't take too long. First of all, for the people out there that don't know, when we were running in the Bush Leagues last year, me and him were something of a sensation. Now, I don't know about this Compton stuff, Smokey, come on. You know you ain't from Compton. Grandma raised you better than that. I mean, he's my little cousin. Little, but still, he's my cousin, he's family, he's blood. But, you know, we kind of rode roughshod there for a while. And, you know, somebody in their infinite wisdom, a couple weeks ago back in Mullins, they decided that, well, they'd put us in the ring together. I think they thought it would be easy fodder for the Devil's Rejects. Well, it didn't quite work out that way. As Mr. Flex is fond of saying about me, I used a little applied leverage. And I pinned Jason Kincaid 1, 2, 3. Now, you know, they play with a little bit of a stacked deck, so it wasn't a title match. But guess what? The telegram came in at the cabin this week. Mr. James E., he's a great man, let me tell you. He writes very fluently, but stop at the end of everything. But it says very plainly that next week on TV, in the main event, me and little Smokey here, oh, we're going to use some applied leverage, brother. And we don't need a fulcrum.
Well, fans, some strong and very interesting words from the Scuffling Hillbilly and Smokey Johnson, his little cousin. Fans, they're going to try and get their hands upon the Apex Tag Team Gold.
Hey, Joe, there's no try. Yeah, there's no try.
We'll be right back with more action.
The Inkwell Body Art Emporium, tattoos and body piercings by Kate. Choose from thousands of designs or have Kate design one for you. Over 8 years of professional experience, safe, clean, friendly, and affordable. And we also have a large selection of body jewelry available. Southern West Virginia's most reputable body modification specialist. The Inkwell Body Art Emporium. Welcome to your new addiction.
He'll get slapped and he'll get saved. He brutalizes the timeless stage. He is the mongrel, he wants it all. He lives for relics.
Fans, welcome back to AWA Apex Studio Championship Wrestling. Blue Ridge Resurrection, July 1st at the Fayetteville Memorial Building, and things have been heating up to say the least. The Devil's Rejects, Flex and Jason Kincaid, your Apex Tag Team Champions, have been getting so much heat with Jim Cornette and the Midnight Express that it's just been absolutely explosive. And at this point in time, we've got some words from Jim Cornette himself.
You know, the whole wrestling world is abuzz. The big news, it was released, it was announced. The gossip columns on the websites, they're all talking about it. The main event at Blue Ridge Resurrection, Fayetteville, West Virginia, Saturday, July 1st, the biggest wrestling event in West Virginia in the past 20 years. The main event is going to be none other than the Devil's Rejects, Flex and Jason Kincaid, Apex Wrestling's finest, going up against the Midnight Express, the original Midnight Express, Bobby Eaton and Dennis Condrey, along with Jim Cornette at ringside. Because you see, the Devil's Rejects been running their mouths off, talking about how great they are, greatest tag team of all time, better than the Midnight. Yes, they dared to bandy about the name of the Midnight Express. They don't realize the magnitude of what's about to take place on Saturday, July 1st, when they get in the ring with the guys whose reputations they have sullied, whose names they've drug across the mud. So I'm thinking, what kind of sporting equipment should I bring to this event on Saturday, July 1st in Fayetteville, West Virginia? I'm noted for one of these, but then again, I'm thinking, you know, Flex, his mouth is so big, this wouldn't be nothing but a soup spoon for him. Just stick it in there with some pudding on it. So I can't bring that, so I thought about this. I thought, you know, I'm known for these too. I thought about a good old Louisville Slugger. But then I'm thinking, you know, Jason Kincaid, his mouth is so big, you stick this in, it'd be just like a swizzle stick. So I can't bring that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get a couple of these. I got one here. We're going to find one to match it. Flex and Jason Kincaid and the Midnight Express are going to grease these up, bend you over, shove these up 2nd Street, and stick you in the ground like a fence post right out there in front of that arena on Saturday, July 1st in Fayetteville, West Virginia.
Fans, at this time, I'm joined here by the Devil's Rejects, Flex and Jason Kincaid, your AWA Apex Tag Team Champions.
That's right, tag team champions. Turn it on, turn it up, and turn me loose, because I got something to say, Jack Hawkins. Blue Ridge Resurrection draws also near. But you see, Jason Kincaid, he gets faster. His strikes more accurate by the day. I grow bigger and stronger. And you see, the Midnight Express, if they don't know how to breathe fire yet, they'll get injured at Blue Ridge Resurrection as I show them how. But you know, it is quite a heavy burden being the Apex champions. I mean, Hillbilly did pin you over it. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because you see, we're the best tag team that ever came down the pike. Man, we are facing the legendary Midnight Express at Blue Ridge. Oh, it doesn't matter. We're the best. And listen, Blue Ridge Resurrection, Jim Cornette, it does not matter. Man, this is going to be... We got it going on. We're the best there is, the best there was. Wait a minute. Somebody else used to say that. We're just the best.
Fans, what can I say? There's no way to describe what these guys had to say. But let's go to the ring. Let's get this action started.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I cut my arm bleeding. This is my last resort. Cut my life into pieces. I reach my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if
Well, fans, our next contest is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. And now introducing first from Huntington, West Virginia, weighing in at 350 pounds, Eric White. And now his opponent from New Brunswick, Canada, weighing in at 300 pounds, the Canadian Lion, Lance Erickson. And the action's getting ready to start, fans, as the bell rings. Lance Erickson here in AWA Apex making...
Speaking of Lance Erickson, could you tell me, Jack, what's going on with this guy?
Who's to say what's the deal with Lance Erickson, but it seems that he's a little bit more focused.
I mean, he's been out here in recent weeks talking about he's fighting for these people.
Maybe he's got some kind of new lease on life because the fans seem to be completely behind him at this point. As you see his amateur wrestling skills right there, going out from under of Eric White. As you can see in the middle of the ring, Lance with a quick pin right there.
Well, I tell you what, this Erickson can go. There's no doubt about that.
But with his tremendous size, Eric White, he can also move and keep up with the Canadian Lion as he goes into the side headlock right there. As you can see in the middle of the ring as he wrenches away onto the neck.
I got to point out Eric White looking rather svelte in those zebra-type stripes, those zebra stripes. What do you think, Jack? You know this guy works as an underwear model some on the side.
I'd have to honestly say that zebra stripes aren't really my style, but they seem to fit Eric White quite well. But you do know that they say that stripes make you look larger.
Well, it works in this case.
As Lance Erickson hammers down on the Eric White out of the turnbuckle with a snapmare right there. As you can see the brute strength of the Canadian Lion right there being applied as he goes for the knees.
This Canadian Lion, he's held many, many regional titles here in the United States, and I tell you got to figure he's one of the top contenders in Apex immediately.
And he's getting the crowd riled up as he tears away on the knee of Eric White right here in the middle of the ring.
And I hate to say it, but you can really tell by looking at Lance Erickson. I mean, he's tan, he's lighter. You could tell when he was here before, perhaps he was distracted with something, but now it looks like he's put that aside and he's ready to go straight to the top.
I believe he may have taken a little bit of a lesson from his former partner, Brett Taylor. As he goes for the legs once again. Lance looking great offensively here in singles competition. Holding on to that leg as he drops the elbow and tears back down onto that knee. Eric breaking up the submission with a rake to the eyes as he slowly makes his way back up to his feet as he supports that knee. Back at the Canadian Lion. Into the turnbuckle right there with those close fist shots, bringing him down to his knees at this point. At this point, Eric White hammering down, using the ropes to his advantage over the Canadian Lion and choking him out right there.
Oh, this could be bad.
My God! All that weight applied onto the neck of Lance Erickson. That could have ended his career right there. But no, Erickson trying to hammer back, trying to find some kind of fire inside and getting support from the crowd.
Here go these people rallying behind Erickson. I mean, what, the guy comes out here and says, oh, I'm fighting for you people, now they cheer for him?
Flex, maybe you should take a prime example from Lance Erickson at this point.
Excellent corkscrew elbow drop by Eric White.
And a near fall right there by the hands of Eric White. As he comes from behind and laying down the sleeper hold as he tries to cut every bit of oxygen to the brain from the Canadian Lion.
Once again, these people rallying behind Erickson. Flavor of the month.
And it seems to be doing pretty good because we're seeing a little bit more movement right there from Lance Erickson as he kicks out right there, trying to make his way back up to his feet. And here he comes as he fights out of the sleeper hold. And a big back elbow from Eric White, still supporting that knee. As he tears back down onto the Canadian Lion with those close fist shots.
Did he just knock a tooth out of Lance Erickson's mouth?
Maybe so. And now as he comes back from behind and lays him back down face first onto the mat right there, fans.
You see where the fan support's got Lance Erickson right now.
But they're still completely behind him. And at least now he's back up to his feet. Eric White not giving him any kind of opening right now. As Lance Erickson is dropped back down. And White driving that big knee right into the spinal column.
Eric
of
White
the
back in
Canadian
control.
Lion. Eric White with a complete offensive takeover over the Canadian Lion, Lance Erickson. A
Vicious
big
headbutt.
right there.
Erickson a little punch drunk.
A quick pin attempt right there. And Lance Erickson trying his best to make his way back up to his feet, to find some kind of opening, to get some kind of offense or defense over Eric White right there. There it is. Back elbow to the jaw.
Big backdrop by Eric White.
He saw him coming right there.
He's got him right where he wants him now.
And I believe Eric White may be just wasting a little bit of too much time at this point as he goes for a nonchalant pin right there.
You're not going to pin the Canadian Lion like that.
Giving him too big of a chance, too much space in my opinion, as he stalks over him right there and drops down the forearm shot.
This Eric White's a large man. He could possibly be getting a little fatigued here.
And it looks like maybe Lance Erickson may be coming back alive. As the crowd chants his name, he backs Eric White into the turnbuckle, throws him off with full force. And here comes the Canadian Lion.
For a man his size, Lance Erickson is so fast.
Knocking him into the turnbuckle with that big clothesline.
Exploding into the corner with that clothesline.
As he tries to shoot him off once again, Eric White once again saw it coming. Another reversal and a big splash.
Big splash right there, took the wind right back out of Lance Erickson.
White absolutely pancaking the Canadian Lion, and this just could be it. That may have been the last opening for Lance Erickson fans.
Well, we'll see here. Lance Erickson, if he's going to do anything, he's going to have to reach down deep. And I don't know that these people can help him now.
Another vicious headbutt right there from Eric White, laying out the Canadian Lion.
And Eric White seems to taking the steam out of this crowd here. He's got the home field advantage back.
Taking Lance Erickson face first into the turnbuckle right there. Stomping away into the gut. And Lance Erickson just seemed to lose just every bit of gas that he had. Eric White still maybe giving him a little bit too much opening right there.
If I can say one thing about this Eric White, a guy like Lance Erickson, you got to stay on top of him. It is possible. I hate to agree with you, Jack Hawkins, but it's possible he's leaving too much open here.
As you can see, there's a prime example right there. Though Eric White may have a lot of power from all of his weight behind him, that still doesn't mean that you can give your opponents that much opening, especially with the quickness and power of the Canadian Lion. And here comes Lance Erickson right there.
Big right, big elbow, big right.
Driving in the shots right there over Eric White. And there's another reversal into the turnbuckle. Eric went for that splash.
Oh my
and
God!
There it is, the New Brunswick breakthrough. 1, 2, 3.
Cut my life into pieces.
That's all she wrote,
This
man.
is my
Lance
last
Erickson,
resort.
very successful
Suffocation,
over Eric White.
breathing.
A refurbished Lance Erickson indeed. My God, what a clothesline.
Fans will be right back with some more action right after this.
Cut my life into pieces.
Fans, welcome back to AWA Apex Studio Championship Wrestling. And at this time, I'm joined here at ringside by the Canadian Lion, Lance Erickson.
That's right, Josh. Canadian Lion, back in Apex. I told you all last week what I was here for. Coming July 1st, Blue Ridge Resurrection, Lance Erickson gets his hands on Jesse Ortega. Is that his name? Ortega Tortito, something. It don't matter. The whole point of this is I'm here for one reason, and that's titles. Jesse, I told you to lace him up tight last week. Now I'm going to tell you, learn your skill. Know your submissions. Know everything you better know about Lance Erickson, because I just beat a tough competitor in that white kid from down in Huntington, West Virginia. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of talent here in Apex. From Mr. Black to those rejects that I don't like to Gene Madrid, there's a lot of talent here. But I'm the cream of the crop. And I'm promising if you people keep cheering me, I'll win titles for you. That's about all I got to say about it, Josh. Have a good weekend, buddy.
Very strong words from the Canadian Lion, Lance Erickson fan.
The Inkwell Body Art Emporium, tattoos and body piercings by Kate. Choose from thousands of designs or have Kate design one for you. Over 8 years of professional experience, safe, clean, friendly, and affordable. And we also have a large selection of body jewelry available. Southern West Virginia's most reputable body modification specialist. The Inkwell Body Art Emporium. Welcome to your new addiction.
He'll get slapped and he'll get saved. He who brutalizes the timeless stage. He is the mongrel, he wants it all. He lives for relics, hang on the wall. Don't you wanna ride it? Educated horses. Don't you wanna ride it? Educated horses. Foxy, foxy, be. Foxy, foxy, what's it gonna be? Foxy, foxy, what's it gonna be? Foxy, foxy, what's it gonna be?
The Inkwell Body Art Emporium, tattoos and body piercings by Kate. Choose from thousands of designs or have Kate design one for you. Over 8 years of professional experience, safe, clean, friendly, and affordable. And we also have a large selection of body jewelry available. Southern West Virginia's most reputable body modification specialist. The Inkwell Body Art Emporium. Welcome to your new addiction.
Tony Falk. USWA main event here, double or nothing. Not often you see this situation where the winner takes not one but two coveted titles.
Well, that belt looks great around Jerry Lawler's waist. I don't think it's never been around anyone else's waist. It's used to his waist size. He's so proud of that belt as well. He should be. Like I said, he's not a company champion. He's the people's champion. Oh, yeah. He wants the mic again, Mark.
Don't hand it to him.
You know, Terry, I told you that when I win that little rinky-dink Texas title, I'm going to take it up to Tennessee, and I'm going to drop it in an outhouse, and I'm going to, after I do, I'm going to give you a map and tell you the exact location, because you're the only idiot I know that would crawl down in an outhouse to get that Texas belt.
You heard that, didn't you, Mark?
Well, that's your champion for you. That shows you the kind of class that is being represented. All right, here we go. Jerry Lawler against Kerry Von Erich. Kerry in the fluorescent green tights, and the girls give him a hoot, and here we go. The bell sounds. Double or nothing title, world title and Texas title underway with the United States Wrestling Association.
Like I was saying before, Jerry Lawler's not a company champion. He's a people's champion, Mark.
Don't hand it.
And one other thing, Terry Von Erich, you bring these little sleeve bags out here around the ring.
Hey, Kerry's got it. One. Oh, so close. The more you think Diamond has just been robbed. I didn't have anything to do.
Put him up to that.
I didn't have anything to do with that.
Low class. It's low class. That's what it is. Jerry's trying to
disqualify him right now. What's the matter with him? Is he nuts? You bring these
little sleazebags out here trying to distract me. Well, I got news for you. The girls up in Tennessee's rear end would make them a Sunday face. That's what I said. They're hogettes. They're not ringettes. You heard it from the champion, Mark. He agrees with me.
Kerry Von Erich, anxious to get to Lawler, had to be backed away by Tony Falk, so the count is started again. So Lawler will have 40 instead of 20 to get in, since he had to go back and start over again. He'd gotten up to about 16.
He's not anxious to get at Lawler. He's shaking in his boots. He knows he's going to leave here not a champion. He's going to leave here a challenger again, Mark.
And the two lock each other up in the referee stance, and they're back in the corner. Lawler wanting it broken, and delivers a right.
What a right hand. Jerry Lawler's got the best punch in wrestling. It's not the most legal thing in the world, but it sure does work.
Tell you what, Kerry Von Erich has never looked better, if you ask me. He looks sensational, and he is into this bout, and he's particularly angry at Lawler now.
Are you saying that the champ doesn't look wonderful? Are you saying he's not in great shape? Look at him.
I didn't say that. Barrett, and Kerry spins with a surprise discus punch to knock Lawler on his asteroid.
He's using the fist, Mark. Von Erich used the fist, and he punched Jerry Lawler right in the face. That's illegal. Come on, Falk. Call it like it is.
Barrett, you're going to have to settle down. If you're going to stay out here, you're going to have to settle down.
This Von Erich brings out the worst in me, Mark. You know, he comes out here, he tries to embarrass me on national television last week. I hope Lawler beats him to death.
Is that when he called you a fruitcake? Hello, Terrence.
You think you're real smart, don't you, Lorenz? Just watch the match, okay, buddy?
Lawler with another shot on Kerry Von Erich. Reversal. Back into a clothesline. Kerry puts it into a sleeper.
He'll never get the champ. There's no way. Jerry Lawler's he's got more ring smarts than Kerry Von Erich ever thought of having. He'll get to the ropes, I promise you, Mark.
Lawler is struggling.
He's going to break it. I feel like he's going to break
Lawler's
it, Mark.
reaching in his boot for something. Lawler's gotten a chain out of his boot.
I don't see a chain. I don't see a chain. How can you see a chain? You see it on the monitor? It's back to us, buddy.
I see it in his right hand. There, he used it again.
You're so biased. I just can't believe you.
Jerry Lawler has pulled a chain out of his left ring boot, used it on Von Erich twice. Now he's choking him with it.
Even if he did have a chain, it's legal if Tony Falk doesn't see it, Mark.
You're wrong, Garvin. And Lawler conceals the chain behind his back. I think Tony Falk's catching on to it here. And, hey, he drops it, and Terrence, hey, what are you doing with that chain, Garvin?
Did you see that? Some fan threw a chain at me. It almost hit me in the head. Hey, these people need to be thrown out of here. If they're going to throw objects, they need to get them out. Man, that's dangerous.
What have you done with that chain?
What? Hey, that was dangerous. You fan threw that chain at me.
It's getting out of hand. We're going to take a commercial break. I can't allow this. By what has happened as Lawler...
You see that? You see that? Von Erich has to try and use a chair. He comes over, pulls my chair out, my pink chair. Man, I'm appalled by this, Mark. Von Erich, he's sick. He couldn't beat Jerry Lawler with a chair.
We're going to have to call for an investigation into Terrence Garvin's behavior in association with Jerry Lawler on this chain as our bout continues in the ring with a choke.
What are you talking about? Hey, Jerry Von Erich, you saw it. He came over, he pulled my chair out.
I see the iron claw on the head of Jerry Lawler now.
This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. If Von Erich gets away with this, it's going to be a really bad day in Texas. Oh, man, I am so upset about this. I can't stand it, Mark. He came out, he got my chair, he tried to hit the champion with it.
Jerry Lawler falls into the rope, the only thing that saves him from the Kerry Von Erich iron claw. Out to the floor they go. Here's Kerry spinning with a discus right. Down goes Jerry Lawler on the ringside floor. Kerry wants Garvin Garvin's pink chair again. Don't hit Garvin. Kerry trying to get retaliation for the chain earlier, but the referee won't allow it. Has taken it away from him again. Here's another chair, and Garvin is interfering now by grabbing the chair. Kerry wants to nail Garvin, but Tony Falk pulls him off again. And folks, I'm embarrassed by this Garvin situation. Here's Lawler with some sort of white glove he's pulled out of his tights.
I can't believe this, Mark. This is the most atrocious thing I've ever seen. Von Erich comes out here. He's gotten my chair twice. He's trying to hit Jerry Lawler with a chair. I'm going to call for an investigation. This is horrible.
That's Lawler's elbow pad that he's got something in that he's using on Kerry, and this is totally out of control.
Kerry keeps coming at her, and he's getting my chair. He couldn't whip Lawler if he had my chair, Mark.
Garvin, you're in hot water now. I suggest you hush. Better yet, leave. Tony Falk trying to figure out what's going on now. He's threatening to run Lawler out of here.
Von Erich thinks he's so smart. He's going to get his. Jerry Lawler's going to get him. I'm telling you, boy, I'm so hot over this, I can't stand it, Mark.
Well, we can't stand you either. Here's Lawler wanting to put Kerry in a DDT.
That's beautiful. That was a DDT, and Kerry's gone. Champion again, right there. That's the champion. I'm telling you, Mark.
1, 2. Kerry says no. Kerry now. This all got out of hand when Lawler pulled the chain out and then tossed it to Terrence Garvin, who's got it hidden somewhere. And now Lawler is using his elbow pad that he's got something in, and maybe a steel plate or something.
No, there's no steel plate in there. That's just Jerry Lawler's big right fist. That's all it is. Kerry can't beat Lawler. He's tried to hit him with a chair twice. I'm telling you, Mark, Jerry Lawler's going to teach Kerry Von Erich a lesson, and I can't wait.
I have never been so angry and frustrated in this chair in 9.5 years, and I apologize for what is sitting next to me and what is happening.
Yeah, I've never been so appalled myself. Kerry Von Erich keeps coming out. He's more worried about me than he is. Hey, he's got Lawler over in the corner, Mark. He's got him in the corner. Lawler's trying to block it by grabbing Tony Falk's leg.
Kerry trying to pull Lawler back out. Lawler holding on to Tony Falk.
Lawler's the smartest man in the business. I guarantee you that. He's going to take care of Von Erich, Mark.
Kerry has to get back in the ring before he's counted out. Lawler again using that elbow pad.
That's just padding the blow. That's all that's doing. He doesn't want to break the rules by hitting him with a fist, so he's hitting him with his elbow pad, Mark.
Jerry the King Lawler doing something that may be a choke. There's no telling what it is.
What's Falk doing? What's Falk doing? He's pulling Jerry Lawler by the hair. Let him fight, man. Von Erich started this thing. Let Lawler finish it.
Lawler with another shot, and the referee checking on Kerry Von Erich. Big shot by Kerry to knock Lawler back out of the corner.
What a punch that was, Mark. I felt it down here. I'm telling you, oh, man. He just hit the king again, Mark.
We're right with you as Kerry with the pin. 1, 2, and a leg in the rope will stop that.
Oh, man, I'm so excited I just can't hardly stand it, Mark. He's going for the iron claw. Jerry Lawler's got it blocked, though. Falk needs to make him break. Lawler's under the ropes over there.
The iron claw is on, and Lawler's trying to climb the ropes to get out of it.
Make him break, Falk. He's in the ropes. Come on, do your job, buddy.
And Kerry Von Erich getting frustrated with the referee.
Boy, you know, Kerry's done everything illegal that he can do to try and get through this with Lawler.
Now it's the iron claw in the midsection on Jerry the King Lawler.
He's tried 3 times, 2 times to hit my chair.
Hush, Terrence. Kerry has picked Lawler up over his shoulder with the iron claw in the midsection and knocks him back down, still maintaining the claw.
Oh, what intestinal fortitude Jerry Lawler's got to be able to withstand that iron claw and still come back. He's not finished yet, Mark. I'll guarantee you he's not finished.
Kerry and Lawler still at it. Kerry holding on to the headlock. And Lawler turns Kerry and throws referee. Lawler with a low blow on Von Erich.
Yes, sir, buddy. Here we go. This is Jerry Lawler's kind of match. Hey, oh, no. Kerry moved out of the way.
And now all three of them are out of it.
Kerry, I'm going to do something for Kerry. I'm going to help Kerry. He wants my chair, Mark. I'll tell you what I think I'll do. I think I'll give him my chair.
Wait a minute. Terrence Garvin had Jerry Lawler his chair. What is the matter
chair, buddy? I'll give it. Oh, no. Lawler got the chair. I didn't mean for that to happen, Mark. I didn't mean for him to get my chair.
What is going on here?
Oh, no. One time I tried to help a Von Erich and it backfired, Mark. I didn't mean for that to happen. I wanted to carry. Oh, no.
This is a disgrace. This is disgraceful. Jerry Lawler has just...
The Inkwell Body Art Emporium, tattoos and body piercings by Kate. Choose from thousands of designs or have Kate design one for you. Over 8 years of professional experience, safe, clean, friendly, and affordable. And we also have a large selection of body jewelry available. Southern West Virginia's most reputable body modification specialist. The Inkwell Body Art Emporium. Welcome to your new addiction.
Apex fans, I'm standing here with the undefeated Apex champion, Mr. Black.
Well, I'll tell you this. July 1st, Blue Ridge Resurrection. We're going to do it one more time. We're going to up the ante from 4,000 to 5,000. For one simple reason. I've beat everybody in this company. Everybody here knows I've beat the Tracy Smothers. I've beat the Flex Tullys. I've beat the Lance Ericksons. It doesn't matter. I've beat them all. It goes to 5,000 for one reason. Maybe somebody out there will have the guts to show up and face me at Blue Ridge Resurrection. But just like you introduce me every week, I am the AWA Heavyweight Champion. I am the AWA Phenom. And I am a monster that walks among men. So you show up and I'll scrape you up.
Fans, very strong words from the Apex Phenom, Mr. Black. Let's get back to some more action.
There he is.
Well, fans, welcome to our TV main event scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute extended time limit. And now introducing first from New York, New York, weighing in at 240 pounds, Nick Pleasure. Woo! And his opponent from Planet Hollywood, weighing in at 235 pounds, this is Flex. As the referee sets up, I'd like to mention my special guest commentator at this time for our TV main event, Jay Payne.
And I wonder why I'm here. 2 weeks ago, we got screwed out of the tag belts. I'm going to watch him put it on him right now for payback.
And right now we've got a face-off between Nick Pleasure and the man they call Flex, or the man that likes to call himself Flex.
Yeah, that's what I say too. Looks like he just pulled his hair right there. What do you think? Oh, he's gonna break you in half. I swear.
I'd honestly have to say that I'd have to support the fact of Nick Pleasure. Honestly, a mammoth of a man.
Yes, he is. I told you too. Hey, man, show him what we should have did. Those belts are really ours. I tell you that.
And I believe Flex has just a little bit of a challenge on his hands at this point, going against the brute strength of Nick Pleasure, of course, Jay Payne, your partner.
Now, let me ask you a question. You set up here every week with him. Does he believe in this Planet Tollywood stuff?
Like a religion.
Oh, look at that. Get him. Get him, Nick. Yeah. See, New York strength right there. He learns that on the streets.
Nick Pleasure bringing Flex down to his knees with this test of strength at hand. But it
Oh,
looks
no.
as if Flex is going to fire back
Oh,
right
no.
here.
Oh, no.
And now bringing Nick back down.
Oh, man. This
Bringing
ain't
him
right.
down to one knee right there in the middle of the ring. As you
Get
can
that
see,
flexitarium.
in the middle of your screen, fans, a nice reversal right there from Nick Pleasure.
What else do you expect, Josh?
A side headlock applied and bouncing
That's
off
a
the
man.
with a brutal shoulder tackle right there, nearly knocking Flex out of his boots.
I like that brutal. I like that. That's good. You're right. That was very brutal.
Showing off the brute strength of Nick Pleasure right here at this point.
More to come with that.
As it looks as if they're going to lock up right there in the middle of the ring. Now Flex going for the side headlock as it begins to wrench away on the neck.
Now let's see what we got here. Here we go. Come on, Nick. Oh, ref, he pulled his hair. Come on, ref. Check him.
Jay Payne, where I'd say that where Nick Pleasure gains in strength, I believe that he lacks just a little bit of hair. I'd have to back Flex up on that one.
Oh, yeah, I figured you sat out here with him every week. There we go. Get back to the action. Put it to him, Nick.
And now Nick hammering down with those big forearm shots into the upper back of Flex.
Just in case you people don't know at home, the reason he's called Nick Pleasure, he gets pleasure out of what he's doing right now. He's hurting this man. Flexitarian, Planet Tollywood, whatever he's talking about. Get him, Nick. Wrench it for him.
And now Nick Pleasure wrenching away on the arm, going into a standing arm bar position, coming from behind over Flex, bringing him down to his knees.
These people, they're a little confused today, aren't they?
And now Flex seeming to disagree with the fans being firmly behind Nick Pleasure at this point. But I believe that what he has to realize, that I believe that he has lost just about every one of his fans here in AWA Apex simply because of the actions that we have seen him and Jason Kincaid partake in and just brutalizing over their opponents for just some unknown reason.
He's going to break it. Just like the people said, he's going to break it.
Nick Pleasure very strong offensively at this point in time, as Flex is trying to look for some kind of opening.
He's not going to find it. Oh.
And here he comes with a reversal right there. And at this time, tearing away on the muscles and rotator cuff of Nick Pleasure right there. Flex at this point right now looking very vicious.
Unfortunately, you're right, Josh. Unfortunately, you're right.
He's got that armbar firmly applied right now, tearing away onto the shoulder and upper arm. And as I was saying, with Flex taking his so-called beliefs just like his own religion.
That's a good clean break right there.
You've heard of these cults.
Now, that clothesline he just did through, he invented that in '68. I'm telling you, this Nick Pleasure, he is he's just a genius in the ring. Just watch him. He's so precise, so brutal, as you said earlier. Look at this.
Nick Pleasure raking away on the face of Flex right there. The referee had to break that one up. But as I was saying, you've heard of cults waiting on the UFOs to come pick him up and take him into heaven. I believe that's what Flex has got something stuck in his head like that.
Yeah.
With the Starship Flexacy, as he likes to call. And there's Pleasure with a big clothesline.
That might have made him see the
knocking Flex
flexity right there.
nearly out of his boots, nearly taking his head off right there with a near fall.
It's a slow count by that ref, by the way.
And coming from behind right there with the rear chin lock applied.
I think he said he quit, did he? Did you hear that, Josh?
I think he just said no.
Okay. Whatever. He's got him right where he wants him in the square circle, people, right in the middle of the ring. Just a matter of time before he gives it up.
As the fans are completely behind Nick Pleasure at this point.
Yes, they are.
This could be it for Flex right here.
It should be. Oh, no.
And at the very last second, to say the least, Flex seemed to be coming back alive.
He's flexing up.
As he has become that man possessed as we've seen in the past.
Oh, no. That'll take something out of Nick, but he'll be right back on his feet. Don't you worry.
With the back suplex right there. As he's making his way back up to his feet. Grabbing him up by the head. What's he setting up for?
I tell you, Flex has really changed a lot in the past couple weeks since I've seen him. I mean, it's just... He's just getting a bigger ego. What's going on?
Jay, that's a mild understatement right there. And it's like... I don't know if you would want to call it enlightened or not, that Flex has absolutely become a man possessed. And I'm not exaggerating with that. It's like he'll see something. It's like he's seeing red. The look in his face will completely change.
And he turned Jason Kincaid the same way. They cheated us a couple weeks ago. We should have been the tag champs.
Yes, him and Kincaid both. They just have this look in their eyes.
This move ain't going to work on Nick, though. He's way too strong. He's in the gym 8 days a week. I'm telling you what, people.
And the only way to describe that look is completely evil, in my opinion.
Come on, Nick. Come on, Pleasures. You can get up.
Flex coming from behind.
This guy from Planet Hollywood, he cannot go over.
With the camel clutch, Nick Pleasure trying to come back alive. Flex not giving him an opening at all at this point in time, though.
Shoots him off. See what he's got here. Come on, Nick.
Taking him off the ropes.
Oh.
And planting him back down with the big clothesline right there. As he comes back from behind and driving that knee straight into the spinal column.
I'm actually really shocked right now. I didn't expect the action to be like this.
Of Nick Pleasure right there.
He has a vicious streak now. Nick, you got to counter this.
Flex right now.
Come on,
full
Nick.
Control. And the offense of our TV main event right now, fans.
Is it this whole situation with the Midnight Express is getting him going over the edge? Is that what's driving it?
The edge with Flex started a long time ago, in my opinion. He's gotten so cocky, in fact, that he can't even remember people's names.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Well, he's going to remember Nick Pleasures after this match. I guarantee that, Josh.
As he comes back. And it looks as if...
The ref needs to get him off the ropes now. Come on, this is illegal.
Looking for those ropes at his advantage to choke out Nick Pleasure right there.
Well, I guess he needs every advantage he can get, Josh.
And that's another thing that's been changed in Flex, using such cheat tactics to gain control.
From New York City, we don't believe like that. Planet Hollywood, I guess they play by any rules. I don't know. There we go. He's firing back. The tides are turning. The tides are turning. Shoot him in.
This could be looking good for Nick Pleasure. Flex trying to hammer back. Pleasure saw it coming. German suplex.
Beautiful German suplex, man.
And now both men laid out in the middle of the ring.
So Ray Sue's up first. Here we go.
Flex has been knocked senseless.
It's over.
Here's the pin.
Oh, ref showed us a 2, but I believe that was a 3. What do you think, Josh?
Flex getting up that shoulder at the very last second. And now these guys are just brawling, trading blows. Oh. And there's Flex with the German suplex.
He had to take the only move he just did, man. That's not right.
Turning him inside out. And Nick Pleasure is motionless.
Get up, Nick. Get up. You people at home, you're seeing a good one this week, but Nick's going to come out on top. I guarantee that. Pleasure and pain always rises to the top.
Flex taking control now with the snap suplex. And here he comes with the pin attempt. 1, 2.
Foot in the rope, ref. Come on. Good eye by the referee. I must say that much. That's the first thing he's did right all match.
Good move for Nick Pleasure right there.
Take a lot more to beat him. I'll guarantee you that, Josh.
As he's trying his best to make his way back up to his feet to gain control over Flex. With those forearm shots straight to the jaw. Flex with the reversal.
No.
Slamming him into the turnbuckle with full force with the clothesline to boot.
That's not what Nick had in mind.
Flex grabbing the head once again. Hooking him up.
Nope.
And there's Nick. Blocking the suplex.
There you go.
Planting him down.
It's the beginning of the end right there, Josh. I guarantee you, mark my words. The beginning of the end. Nick's got him right where he wants him.
And you may be right. This could be the opening. 1, 2.
He might as well get the Flex to see ship ready because he's going back to planet Tollywood.
Shooting Flex off the ropes right there.
Beautiful.
And a diving back elbow. Nick Pleasure going out airborne to lay out Flex. And here he comes. Off the ropes once again.
This is what I told you. Beautiful backbreaker, beginning of the end.
Devastating backbreaker. Oh, what's this?
What is going on?
Here comes Jason Kincaid.
If I didn't have a job to do, I would get down there and save him right now, but I have a job to do.
A prime example
Ref,
right
break
there
this
from
up.
what we were saying. The Devil's Rejects has struck again.
This is
The lethal
ridiculous.
weapon, Jason Kincaid.
If I didn't have a job doing, I wouldn't. Oh, this is ridiculous.
They have seen red.
If I wouldn't get fined or suspended, I'd be in that ring right now. This is ridiculous. This is why I've been talking about them going over the edge. They're getting ready for this match with the Midnights. This is ridiculous.
The Devil's Rejects have struck again, fans. I can't believe it.